Wow. Greetings. It is me, Kerie Crystal Moonrise. Welcome to this episode of Kerie's Quick Tarot. Yeah, I'm excited to do this reading. I hope it's not going to be too long for you, but I'm going to see what the energy is that I'm to deliver for whoever's going to be tuning in, whether now or in the future. Okay? And today is August 21st, 2025. All right. Let's see. I'm going to ring my bell. So if you have sensitivities to sound, I probably should have told you to turn your headphones down earlier, but I didn't. So, oh well. Hopefully that wasn't too painful to hear. And I would like to start this off a little differently. And what I'd like to start it off with is just something that I wrote down here. So I'm not sure if you can read this, how it's going to ultimately display to you, but I'm going to read it, okay? And I may expand on this as I'm guided, or not. We'll see how it all goes. But I wanted to say a few things. I do not consent to the stalking or monitoring of me or my children. I do not consent to any insurance policies of any kind taken out on me or any of my children without my consent, and I have not given consent. If you would like to support me in my efforts, purchase something from my website. And my website is legacykeyleaf.com. All right. Now I have some notifications popping up. Hopefully nothing will disturb the flow of this video. All right, so that's it. I'll show it to you one more time. Legacykeyleaf.com is my website. So if you want to support me in my efforts, just consider buying something from my shop. Okay, thank you in advance. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm also going to just cleanse my space a little bit. Cleanse the cards, okay? I'm going to do a quick tarot reading and we'll see what is going on. All right. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me. Please help guide this message. Thank you very much. And if at any point during this video you find it helpful, consider giving it a like or share or comment. You can even comment with just a heart emoji or even the fire emoji or whatever, a smiley face emoji, whatever you think that you might want to contribute towards this video being able to be shown to more people. I would really appreciate it, and thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to start. Source, higher self, Holy Spirit guides, angels of the highest vibration, ancestors who love me. What is the message that I am to relay to whoever it is that's tuning in to this message? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whether it's inspiration or admonishment, whatever it is that I'm to deliver. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see what this is. All right. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. This is a card kind of representing someone that is really holding on to something. Okay. Now, whether they're holding on to something with a good intention, right? Good, bad. Sometimes those things can be relative, right? Kind of like beauty. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? But some things are benevolent in a good way, and some things can be considered malevolent in a not so good way. So the question is, what are they holding on to, and do they have benevolent intentions or malevolent? I think I'm saying that word correctly. So what are the intentions of the person who's really holding on tight? Like they do not want to let go of whatever this is. Let's find out. So we've got someone really holding on tight. And it seems like they may be some type of authority figure because they're wearing a crown of sorts, right? So there's someone that's wearing a crown that's just holding on really tight. Holding on tight to what? You know, who might it be? And why do we need to know about this? All right. So what goes along with this particular card? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, if you find this video helpful in any way, shape, or form towards your experience, consider giving it a like, a comment, even if it's just an emoji. Share, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. And you could even share it on your own YouTube channel. Okay? And share it on your YouTube channel. All right. And this is an Ace of Cups. Ooh, so this is a new beginning with an abundance of cups represents emotions. So like an abundance of something that can be considered emotional, right? So that could be a lot of things, but it's overflowing. So whatever it is, so this card coming out after this one is suggesting that perhaps it's an intention that is benevolent, okay? So someone is holding on really tight and is not letting go of a situation where there's an Ace of Cups involved, okay? And so it would seem that this energy here has a benevolent intention, but we're gonna see, okay? Because there's an Ace of Cups on the table, and there's some more cards here that came out along with that. So let's see. So we've got the Hierophant card, all right? So the Hierophant, this can be someone in kind of like a leadership position, sometimes someone who might be leadership position kind of like maybe in a religious or spiritual context, okay? So perhaps this energy here who's really holding on tight to this Ace of Cups, maybe there's some type of religious person or spiritualist of some sort. And thank you for those of you who are joining in, whether you hang out or not. I really appreciate your energy popping in, so thank you. All right, so then we've got this Moon card, okay? So it seems that there's some secrets, okay? Some secrets, maybe some things that maybe are hidden, okay? And some arguments, okay? There's this gateway here with these pillars. So it seems that there's some energies that are maybe arguing amongst themselves or upset about something because perhaps they just don't have the energetic frequency, energetic signature to get through whatever this, I'll call it a portal, to get through whatever this portal might be. Okay, so let me recap because we've got this, again, I'm feeling that this is a benevolent energy holding on, okay, to their prize, to their Ace of Cups. And they have a Hierophant energy, so a spiritualist of sorts, okay? And then there's just some folks who are just not happy about that. And sometimes when we're dealing with folks who aren't necessarily happy about our wins, you know, how do you handle that? Do you allow their discomfort, their not being happy about your win, impact how you feel about your win? What do you do? Do you let what they're arguing about or what they may or may not like about your win Do you let that tug on you in any type of way, shape, or form to make you not want to hold on tight to whatever is in store for you? Why would you do that? Why would you allow others who are not happy for you to dictate how you feel about your prize? Why would you? Would do we care if people aren't happy that we're happy? Do we? Do you? All right. So let's see what else came out with that. We've got a 7 of Cups. So there's maybe some of these folks here, maybe they're feeling like a bit confused. Maybe there's a lot of things, a lot of options, and maybe they picked wrong with whatever those options were. That's leaving them in this argumentative state of mind. Okay? And that's followed now by the 2 of Wands. Okay? So the way I'm grouping these, the way it feels right now to me, this 2 of Wands can go along with this benevolent energy that's holding on to their prize. Okay? This spiritualist. Okay? Who's not really paying a whole lot of attention to, or any attention to, whatever arguments, fussing and fighting might be going on between the folks who are just not able to get through whatever this portal is, and who are just not happy about whatever that experience might be for them as a result of them not getting this reward. Okay, so whatever they chose incorrectly, and there's consequences for actions, and so perhaps they're in a state of being right now where they just have to deal with whatever that is. So whoever is resonating with this message, perhaps you are in this energy where you're holding on to your prize, and now you get to kind of move forward and create what? Create what? You have a whole lot ahead of you. In this card, it's kind of showing like a globe of sorts, like the world in your hands. And all of this opportunities ahead of you. Okay? And you're walking through this, perhaps this can be representative of the portal that these energies are just really mad about not being able to get through. But look at you, able to, and move forward to experience the wonderful abundance that is in store for you, because you held on tight to what you believed in. You held on tight, and you were benevolent in your intentions. You were, or are being, depending on when you see this message, not giving up. You decided you were just not going to give up. No matter what the circumstances may have looked like or may look like for you, you dug your heels in and you said, I'm not letting go of what I know is mine. No matter who doesn't like that I'm getting it. Right? Because you held on tight to your principles, right? Or you're holding on tight to your principles. Principles of good intentions, of being benevolent to others, not trying to seek or hurt or harm people deliberately, but being mindful to protect yourself. So if people are coming at you to hurt and harm you because of whatever energies that they're in, that they're mad that you're getting this prize and that you're able to walk through this portal of abundance, they're not, for whatever those reasons might be. You get to experience and have some happiness. Okay? So you held on long enough despite whatever the situation may have looked like, whatever that may look like in your personal experience. We all have our own experiences. We all have our own stories. Whatever that is for you, you held on to experience your abundance of love, of happiness, of peace, of creativity. And perhaps you're a feminine energy of sorts, okay? Whether you're a masculine and feminine energy or a female, okay? However you resonate, whatever your pronouns, whatevs, that might be for you. You're in an energy where you're able to receive and give a lot of love, peace, happiness, calm, protection, all because you didn't give up. And as a result of being able to walk through this portal of abundance, you put in the work. You worked really, really hard. Or maybe you're putting in the work. Maybe you're at a point now where you are working really hard. Wherever you are on your journey, whether you see this now or later, hold on. Don't allow anyone to take your prize. Hold on to your benevolent intentions, okay? Because there's a reward for that. Just like there's consequences for people who don't want to do the right thing by you. There's rewards for you when you do the right thing for yourself and others. So choose wisely. Whatever it is that you decide to do in your new experience of abundance, choose wisely. And these people here, whoever they may be in your experience, move on. Okay? Just move on. Allow them to fuss amongst themselves. Allow them to do whatever they feel they need to do with themselves because they didn't get through the gates, the portal of abundance that you were able to. There's sometimes in this walk of life, some people come along with you on your journey and some don't. Sometimes that can be family that maybe you thought you were really tight, only to discover otherwise. That maybe things can happen in situations, right? In family dynamics where sometimes things just don't work out. And do you allow individuals who may not have your best intentions at heart to dictate to you how you are to receive your abundance? Do you? I know I don't. I don't allow other people who don't have my intention, who don't share the same resonance that I do with regards to having benevolent intentions towards others, meaning wanting to really do the right thing and be helpful to others without any manipulation involved with regards to how do I say this? There's service to self, people, and then there's service to others. Which side of the fence are you on? Okay? Because whatever side of the fence you are on determines if you are taking actions that are helping you be more on the benevolent end of the fence or the malevolent. Okay? So that's what I'll say about that. But keep working diligently, keep working hard, okay? If you haven't already reached your goal, this card is suggesting that you're right there. Keep going. Hold on. Don't give up, okay? So I think I'm going to stop there. I really appreciate everyone who tuned in, whether you hung out with me or not, whatever. Just the fact that you took a couple of moments of your time to share with me, I really appreciate it. And if you are a subscriber of my channel, thank you so much for tuning in, and consider giving this video a like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already done so. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, consider subscribing, okay? I really would appreciate it. So thank you so much for your time. I am going to actually reiterate what I had mentioned earlier, if I can find my notebook. I'm going to close out with the same thing that I started with, okay? And which is just a bit of an admonishment for anyone who comes across my videos, okay? I do not consent to the stalking or monitoring of me or my children. I do not consent to any insurance policies of any kind taken out on me or any of my children without my consent, and I have not given consent. If you would like to support me in my efforts, just purchase something from my shop. My website is at legacykeyleaf.com. That is legacykeyleaf.com. All right? And I will say this video is for entertainment purposes. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay? So thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Kerie Crystal Moonrise. And until next time, I will see you when I see you. Take care. Bye.